halls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Owls offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. It's a seam wide open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kennesaw State right back to work. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
So Arkansas State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and create a negative play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Williams will pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the option. Power football with the run. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20. Still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They are up by 7 over Wake Forest. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Williams looking for a man. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll keep it himself. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Catch inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking for room. It's Bennett. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Kennesaw State right back to work. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run play action. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Flips it out in the flat. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cross. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
To throw, it's Rayner. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moss. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Kennesaw State right back to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Four wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man in the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 11 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Get it out on the screen. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harrell. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half.
He'll try to take it back. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking down the left side. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the run, it's Craig. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, That'll be the story of this second half.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Harrell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here. Execute.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He didn't get a lot of them return, but, man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The quick out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Rayner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rucker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Gonna run it. It's Cross. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Red Wolves will punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running back searching for a hole. A stop in behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Kennesaw State right back to work. The give from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about some
wide open spaces.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Red Wolves line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Quick completion on the out route.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Play number 9 on this drive. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Red Wolves will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Bullock. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It'll be third and long. Williams will pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Kick is in the air. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this
lofts one high and deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Williams looking for a man. Quarterback adapted. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They get to the line quickly.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch at the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Quarterback may change this route. In the red area, it's Clay. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Bulls!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. 1st down, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Got it behind the line. It's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around?